Are you looking for a free open source way to turn your data into interactive dashboards and web apps? Discover Shiny Server, a self-hosted platform to deploy Shiny apps built with R or Python that lets you create and share stunning data visualizations, live reports, and interactive tools. To start using Shiny Server, you can use the free cloud version, up to 5 applications and 25 active hours. Then switch to the basic tier at $49 a month for unlimited applications. Or you can self-deploy it for free by following the installation guide. Or use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy it seamlessly on your server or the cloud provider of your choice. We handle the installation, backups, updates, and ongoing maintenance for you. To start using Shiny Server on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for Shiny Server, select, choose between the different cloud providers, regions, and service plans based on your needs. Then next. On the final screen, you can adjust more advanced settings and choose between the different level of support we provide. The first one is free and included by default. Once you're all good, hit the Create Service button. Once the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your new instance is ready. Follow the Get Password link. You arrive on Elestio administration dashboard for your new Shiny Server instance. Copy the password to your clipboard. The main user is root. Click on it, type root and paste the password, and you arrive on the index of your Shiny server. This is a very simple list of the Shiny apps that are contained on your server. We can open the default one, the Hello one, and you have this Shiny example that you can play with and that you can embed into your website like any Shiny app that you would create. Let's see together how we can create other apps. For this, we can check the instructions that are provided inside the mail that we received after the install. What we need to do is to open the code editor and see the file structure of it. So we have Shiny apps, then we have in a folder the file to define our apps. Okay, let's try it. The simplest way to edit files on Elestio is to go to Tools, VS Code, copy the password to your clipboard and follow the link. Paste the password, submit. We arrive on a web version of Visual Studio Code on our server directly. So we can edit the files. So we can see Shiny apps. We are in the Hello folder and we have this demo app.r that we saw earlier. Let's follow the instruction to create a new app. So example minimal app. In a new folder, we copy simply everything. Inside Shiny apps, new folder, let's name it my app. Inside app.r, paste the code save. It is said that we don't need to restart the server. Let's check if it's true. If we go back to the root, Command R to reload, and we have my app. Perfect. And does it work? Yeah, it works. This works for a very simple hello world, but let's say we want to create a true app, a more interesting one. For this, we go to the official website of Shiny. You have either get started in R or in Python and how to create apps. This one looks much more interesting than ours, so let's simply try to copy the code and to make it work on our server. So there is this button here, copy. In another app, let's create a folder, a Shiny example, inside app.r, paste it, and if we go back to the list of our app, we can see Shiny example, but it doesn't work because we need some libraries for it to work. But let's see which one and how to know what happens when there is an error. If we go back to Elestio administration panel, you can see view app logs. And from there, you can see exactly what is the issue. So you have the details of the error and it's saying it's missing the package dplyr. To install a package, let's go back to the documentation. And here it's telling us what is the command we need to run. We can open the terminal directly in the Visual Studio Code, or we also have a terminal directly in the tools, but as we are already here, it's fine. Let's paste it and let's check the package we need. So we have ggplot2. Okay, we also need this one, so we can add it. It's installing it. It's installed. The other one that was causing an issue is this one. So let's replace the command with it. I don't know which one are default or not. So let's also try to add ggextra. And it's also using a reader here. So we need to add it too. Okay, perfect. And it's not something you have to do for each app. I mean, if you install ggplot2, it's installed on the server, so any app is able to use it. So let's go back to our application, reload, and check if it works. And yes, excellent. Now we have the example that is running on our instance, so we are able to adjust the code to what we need, and also to embed it on our website or application where we need it. Working perfectly. If, like me, you are not familiar with R, you can go to Get Started in R, and you will have the documentation of Shiny for our language. To learn, you can follow the tutorial, but you can also dive into the components section and see all the available components you can use in your apps. Or if you want to start directly from templates, you can go to the gallery, scroll down and see the different example. You open it and you have both a preview of the application, but also of the code. It will redirect you to the Git with the folder you simply copy and paste into your instance. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering Shiny Server with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video, available here.